Hello everyone! How is everyone? I'm super excited. We're going to learn a little bit about how to extend our accessory line. You know, my wardrobe collection needs a little bit of, we just need some accessories because I'm really excited about the fact that it's getting cooler. Now, I don't want it to get as cold as it did last year, but we're working on some additions to our accessory lines. I want to say thank you. I'm going to wait just a few minutes as we join. I want to say hi to Dorina. I hope I'm saying that correctly. Bienvenidos. I want to say I hope you're feeling better. This is someone who has constantly reached out, has asked me to show her how to do different things, and I'm super sorry. I have just been a little busy. I hate to say that, but that's the truth. You know, we've had people that are not feeling well, and it's just, you know where we're at. But nevertheless, I want to say I'm sorry because I know I have said I'm going to show you how to do that on my personal Instagram at Texas Wig Fairy. So today I'm going to answer some of those questions, and really quickly I'm going to show you how to use that little headband. And then we're super excited to go over some new headwear that is just amazing. And let me just tell you, when I met the founder of this company a couple years back, I was super excited because she was so, you could feel the passion in her project and in her product. And I just thought, wow, I just can't get over how beautiful these I call them headpieces because you don't really want to call them. They're beautiful. They are beautiful. They are nothing like anything that I've ever seen, and I've never really seen anything like this in any of our wig stores. So this is super exciting to me. If you're a wig store and you have not heard about Christine Headwear, please get something that you can jot some notes on, because I kid you not, this is a product line that you do want to have available for your clients. So I like to call it grab and go glamour, because that's what it is. It's just really, a lot of them are pre-designed, meaning that they're just grab and go. You can just grab them and wear them and look fabulous on those days when you don't want to be wearing a wig. And we all have those days. We're beautiful with or without hair. We're beautiful with or without hair. However, if you've worked with me and my team, my family at Aderans knows sometimes I'm coming up the stairs and I have no hair on. It's one of those days. It's the way my body feels, the way my skin feels. You've seen me like that. And very well respected if I want to wear a wig, if I don't want to wear a wig. However, I think I threw my brother-in-law into a little bit of a shock the other day because he showed up kind of, you know, it's family. I get it. And I wasn't wearing a wig. I was wearing one of these turbans and one of these head coverings. And I know, you know, there's just days that you don't want to be wearing hair. And so someone else said they really like my eyelashes, and I just really quickly wanted to say, I've been having trouble with my lazy eye, so I have to find a way to make myself look more. If I'm not wearing my hair, I wear my lashes and a head cover. So that's just another thing that I've taught my patients to do in my volunteer work. Some days you don't want to wear the wig. Some days you can wear, and we're going to go over all these beautiful designs. You can just wear something full of color because you may not want to wear color here, and you can definitely express yourself with your headwear. So first question, what do you recommend for people? Okay, so this is why we wanted to do this. We have a lot of people that come in and they want to know, what do you recommend for people or children, teenagers that are undergoing treatment, whose skin is very sensitive and they don't want to wear a wig? This is why we're going to go over Christine Headwear today. This is not just your everyday head covering. This is advanced technologies in very advanced combinations of fibers to create beautiful fabrics that are buttery to the touch, that are so wonderful against the skin. And there are different lines for women, for men and for children. So to answer that question, that is what I would definitely suggest if someone does not want to wear a wig. And I will go into that in just a minute. How do you wash the headwear? Okay, so these pieces are very, again, we're going to go over that, and I just thought I'd answer that before I forget it. These are very delicate, and I always watch Mia, which is, she does Instagram. She does like social media for Christine Headwear. And I watch her so that I always am learning and getting familiar with the new collections, because every season they come out, I think it's 3 per year, they come out with new collections in Christine Headwear. They follow fashion very closely, just like we do in our wigs. So this is very, very buttery soft, and you have to treat it like you would your lingerie, if you will. You have to be very, very delicate. You don't want to, this isn't a type of headwear that you're just going to throw in the washer, throw in the dryer. No, you don't want to do that. You want to hand wash these pieces. You want to rinse them. You don't want to twist them or wring them. You want to just squeeze them out like this and then put them out to air dry. Okay, just like we're very, very careful with our wigs. We want to be very, very careful with our Christine Headwear. Okay, and I'm going to show you mini styles in just a minute. And she also suggests that you use liquid, not powder. What do you call that? Powder detergent? Like, you don't want to use powder detergent. Okay, it has to be something for delicates. Okay, so just keep that in mind. And I always suggest, like, if you have adverse reaction to some of the detergents, keep that in mind whenever you're whenever you're washing whatever you wash your clothes in. You know that it's not going to cause you an adverse reaction. That would be what I would use. That's my personal choice, and I would probably dilute it with a little bit more water. Okay, what is a hand-tied cap? Okay, I want to make sure that I have one of those. Can we find a... We're gonna look for a hand-tied cap. That question just popped up. So, okay, so does René Paris have high temperature wigs? What does that mean? So people want to know, does René Paris have a collection of wigs that you can use heat? Yes, we do. We have beautiful wigs that you can apply heat to. You have to go to reneaparis.com. You have to go down to the drop down, and you want to specify that you're looking for heat.
Just the cap?
Yes. Okay, so we're going to show just the hand-tied cap real quick, and then I'll go back to... So, hand-tied is going to be completely hand-woven. Like, the whole foundation of the wig is going to be completely hand-woven. So when I tell people that some of this feels like the hand-tied cap that René Paris has, very soft to the touch. So if you have very sensitive skin, if you have lost your hair completely, if your hair's if you're in your journey where your hair is growing back, hand tied is going to feel beautiful to your skin, and so is all this Christine Headwear. It's going to feel so comforting. And I'm going to I'm going to do the breakdown in just a minute of the different collections and the different technology. Okay, I'm sorry, going back to high temp wigs. Okay, not all wigs from René Paris you can apply heat to, but if you'll go to reneaparis.com, again, you can enter in the search that you are looking for wigs, and you will be looking for heat defiant wigs, high heat wigs, and it's always going to be specified on the tags. So let me get this one just really quickly so I can show you. Okay, so this is one of the collections. And I want to show you on here. Okay. And please refer back to our Instagrams that we have, that you can go back and view. But I always like to show where the tag says high heat synthetic fiber. If it does not specify this on the tag, it is not high heat synthetic fiber. Okay, not all wigs are high heat synthetic fiber, but it will be specified on the tag. So again, this is one of the collections that we have. And if you'd like to go back, make sure you go back to some of it's been a few months back. You can go back to the Instagram lives that we have for later viewing. And you can also watch for Abby. She's our alopecia ambassador. Alexander, he's our lead stylist. We all have tutorials and we all have Instagrams that you can go back and view. Amazing information, lots of information. And again, I always say for me, for myself, my passion is always educating any individual who is experiencing hair loss, no matter what your circumstance, to make this journey more comfortable and to not feel, want you to feel comfortable. You know, I always, if I'm sitting with someone and I'm doing in-house or a virtual consultation, I want you to feel comfortable, to laugh with me. I want you to just feel comfortable. I want you to know that it's going to be okay. I was there once and I had a lot of questions. I felt scared, didn't know what direction to go, but this is why it's so important for me to be there for you to answer these questions. Okay, so I'm going to go on and I'm going to talk to you about Christine Headwear. Christine is the grandmother of the founder who was undergoing treatment, and they were not able at the time to find head coverings, headwear that they felt comfortable buying for her. Does that make sense? So this is her grandmother. She was undergoing treatment. They couldn't find something that they really liked, that was fashionable, that was an accessory, that didn't just, you know, a lot of times I've been doing volunteer work for 27 years, and a lot of times you see certain colors, if you will, and certain patterns in the headwear, and it just it's kind of like you just know in your head, you're thinking, okay, this individual's probably not feeling well. That, I mean, and you even hate to go that direction in your head, but it's this headwear is just so beautiful, and it's very up to date in fashion. The colors are beautiful, so you don't even think about, you're looking at the fashion you're looking at it like an accessory, instead of just going straight to the fact, like that particular pattern. I've seen it before with the big knot. It just takes your mind somewhere else. You know, I remember the very first time that we were at a show, there were thousands of people there. There were thousands of people at the show. And we were selling this headwear just super fast. I mean, everyone loved the patterns, the different headbands. There's so many different collections. And now let me just break down some of the technology. And I'm going to be very, very, I'm not going to go really deep into a deep discussion about all the different technology, but what I do want you to know is there's different collections. There is the Caretake Bamboo Collection, which is basically Christine Headwear. It's called Christine Headwear. And then there's all these other collections that they've added. The Viva Collection, the Boho Spirit, 37.5, the Petite Peanut Children's Collection. They have a linen collection, they have a cotton collection, and then they have sunwear, and they also have a male line for men. And I want to show you what the catalog looks like, just so that you know, a lot of times you may be looking online and you're looking for additional information. And I always like to show the face of the catalog because I want you to make sure that you are looking at the right information. So this is what it looks like. Whoops, that's not the, what happened here? Sorry, I must have touched something. Okay, so this is the fall collection, Christine Headwear. Isn't that just glamorous? That's just beautiful. And there's, I'm just going to show you really quickly the color selections. Like, say, for instance, in one particular line, And if you would like to view the entire collection, you can go to reneaparis.com. Look, there's just so many different options and colors. Every turban, every headwear, every design is going to have its individual color selection. Thank you for joining. Welcome to René Paris. We're talking Christine Headwear today. So I'm going to start off with the Caretake Bamboo. Bamboo fiber fabric is a very supremely soft fabric that's absorbs moisture, and I can't tell you, I remember the very first time my sister felt it when I brought some home from the show, and it's just buttery soft. So I'm going to start off with, this is what we call the yoga turban, and I want to show you the packaging too, because if you're giving a gift, if you wanted to give a gift to someone, it doesn't have to be someone who's undergoing treatment. These are beautiful accessories. This is very everyday. It's beautiful every day. You don't have to have, this is something you can layer underneath a beautiful hat, a cap, just depending on what your needs are. But I love the fact that, you know, the packaging is really nice. And what I also like about this headwear is that you can fit a few of these in a bag. So like if you're traveling or if someone is under treatment, you can fit several of these in a carry-on bag with you, you know, and if they get to where they're receiving treatment and they don't want to be wearing their wig, or if you go to the beach, if you're out traveling, you know, when we're traveling and we're driving like more than a few hours, I take my wig off and I always put on something, an alternative. This is beautiful for that. Wherever life takes you, you can take this headwear with you. So again, this is the yoga turban. Oh, you know what, Dorina, I forgot to show you this. Okay, I'm sorry. I have to do this really quickly before I forget. So this little headband I had shown a couple months ago or a couple weeks ago, and I promised Dorina that I would show you how to do this. So I just slip it on. This works with any wig. Just taking little sections, and I'm going to twist it. And then you open this little clip right here, and you pull it back. Then you take like another little block section, twist that, and you can open this little clip. And you do this all the way across like that, and then I kind of just tease it with a little comb. Just this, and then I spray it with wig spray. That's all I do. There's no other implement involved, and it's just a nice look. And the reason I started using one of these is because I want to keep this away while I'm at work. Okay, so I hope that helped, and I'm sorry, I know it's a couple weeks late. So now let me show you the headwear. Okay, so this again is the yoga turban. And let me show you the inside of this, because as long as I've seen turbans, I have never seen construction that's completely seamless. There's no seam that that's gonna be bothersome to the skin. Okay, there's no knots, there's no. So I remember when I was really going through a lot years ago, and I had lost most of my hair, and I would fall asleep with a turban. It had like a big knot, and it was uncomfortable because if you fall asleep with it on, there was always this big knot that was in the wrong place, you know, and you were trying to sleep comfortably, but you really couldn't. Okay, so this is the yoga turban. Super soft, and always keep in mind, as I was sharing earlier, that they follow fashion very closely. So they're going to be looking at what's in trend as far as patterns, colors, collections, and they gain their inspiration from everyday fashion up and down the runways, just the way we do our hair. So it's not going to be something that's outdated. It's not going to be something that's not going to be beautiful to the eye. And they're always going to keep in mind colors that go with all skin tones. So please keep that in mind. This is another color. Again, very, very soft to the touch, and I wouldn't think that anyone would have trouble with this fit. I mean, I can't tell you, it's just so comfortable. Okay, so this is the yoga turban, and I'm gonna go in to show you the cheetah turban. Sorry, let me grab that real quick. Darn it. Okay, so this is called cheetah. And this is a headband. And what I like about these pieces is that you can layer them. You can layer these pieces. I always try to remember my earrings. You know, and that's if you were, you know, wanting to wear this while you were undergoing treatment, please keep in mind that in our volunteer classes, we always share to always try to use a little bit of lip color, wear your earrings, because people are going to focus here, not here. And I wanted to share with you, I'm a little bit heavier in my face, so I wanted to show you a little trick that I learned from Mia. So she just pulls it back like this a little bit. And she kind of angles this off like this. And if you see this cuts it kind of changes the direction where the eye is, and all of a sudden, just that quick, my face doesn't look quite as round because we have this like cut, kind of like this pointed direction that's taking you, kind of like when you part your hair on the side or the middle. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. So I'm going to pull this over this way. And I just like the way that looks better all together. So these pieces can definitely be kind of interchanged. You can use them together or separate. The other is, I know that when I'm out on the ranch and I don't want to wear my wig or I just want to wear something that looks fashionable. I want to cover my face from the sun. This is nice underneath the hat. You know, and eyewear, it's just really nice, and it's very, very comfortable to layer the pieces, so it's not at all uncomfortable. Okay, so then we have the Viva collection, which is more contemporary designs. And I'm gonna show you, there's so many beautiful pieces from the Viva collection, but what I do have to show you is the Dagny hat. I love this piece because definitely, you know, anyone can wear this. My husband could wear this. I like the fabric. I like the design. I think my work family has seen me with this because this is just something that I really, really like this design. And if you wanted to, you could definitely add a scarf to it. Whoops, let me show you here. And if you want to see all the colors that these are available in, make sure you go to reneaparis.com. You could definitely add some kind of jeweled piece to it. But this is just a piece that I really like because it's so it's comfortable. It's contemporary in design, and I don't feel like overdressed. But if I needed to dress it up, I could add just a little bit of a jeweled piece to it, and it's very, very comfortable. And let me just tell you, for the winter months, these pieces are beautiful because you can just add these to your collection as we get into the winter, and we need our winter looks. Okay, so then we have the Boho Spirit line. And I want to show you how beautiful this line is. And I also want to share with you that on these pieces, there's a little QR code right here. And if you're not familiar with a QR code, you can scan that with your iPad or whatever phone or iPad, what do you call those? Tablets, I'm sorry, tablets. Whatever tablet you're using or whatever phone you're using, you can scan this little code right here, and it will take you directly to a tutorial. And what I've seen mostly is on YouTube, but it'll take you to a YouTube tutorial specifically for that particular piece of headwear, and it'll show you the different looks, different options. I just love that about this line. Okay, so I'm going to show you, before I put it on myself, I'm going to show you a little something on this particular piece. I had to do this on here because it's a little tricky to show you on my head. You don't really see the back. Okay, so this is sapphire, and this is like a multiple, it's a 3-piece, there's 3 pieces to it. So I'm gonna put this on first.
God, it's pretty just like that.
And this is just a beautiful, this is just the color, the way it feels. This is just glamorous. Like, you could definitely wear this to a wedding, an evening party, to church. You could wear it to an outing, to dinner. Then we have this long scarf here, and I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna wrap it. Whoops, let me pull this over a little bit. Wrap it here, and then I'm going to take this and I'm going to wrap it in between this pattern right here. And there's just so many different options for this particular. I'm going to put it on and I'll show you something a little bit different, but I like just taking it and kind of making like a little rosette. There's just so many different scarf ties that you can do with this. But the beautiful thing about it, I have to show you this on myself. This is a beautiful fabric. I wish I could. I kid you not. You definitely want to get, if you know someone that loves headwear, that loves scarves, that loves turbans, this is the absolute best gift. And you don't have to worry about what size they wear. You don't have, you know they're going to love it because they love this type of accessory. Let me show you what I didn't know when I first got one. If you'll pay close attention right here, it comes apart. So you end up with another, like a scarf. And then if you just feel like the other is just too much, you can definitely just put this on. And then you take this. Sorry, let me see if. Is that better? Sorry about that. Okay, so see, this is just such a beautiful piece of headwear. I'm gonna leave this here for just, I have my little cheetah down here because I want to show you how I did something with one of my, okay, one of my other styles. Okay, now I'm gonna take this. I'm going to take it and I'm going to move it to the side here. There's just so many different options that you can, so many different looks. We could sit together and create different looks. Whoops, I did it too loose here. You know what? Let me do this one too. I'm going to twist it. And then I'm going to just pull through here. And you could definitely pull this to the back like this.
Oh, that is so cute.
Isn't that just nice? I mean, I would totally feel comfortable going out. I could meet as we get out, hopefully I can meet my girlfriends soon. We can have dinner. But I can't tell you how beautiful this is. And the color being so close to my face, even if I didn't feel good, the colors that they choose, complementing all skin tones, definitely would make me feel better about what it does for my skin. So when we talk about all the different technology and all the research that they do for this headwear, I'm blown away. I just really do love it. And if I'm talking to my wig shops, please keep in mind that this is definitely something that you do want to have in your collections for your customers. Okay, so this is Sapphire from the Boho collection. You can also you could also do that with this and kind of just wrap the little headband back here. I just took the band that was up here and kind of looped it in the back here. Okay, so now I'm going to talk to you a little bit about 37.5. I was looking at all the different pieces, and 37.5 is another one of their collections, one of the Christine collections. 37.5 is a very advanced moisture control fabric. It's a moisture control technology. So the easiest way to explain that is that it's going to make you warmer when you're cold and cooler when you're hot. So what they've done is in their technology as far as fabrics, they have designed a fabric that will, from what I understand, will keep you at 37.5 in temperature, which is very, very comfortable to regulate your body heat. And what it is it controls humidity. So say for instance, it's 90 degrees in Florida and 90 degrees in Arizona. From what I understand, this technology helps you be comfortable in Florida because it would reduce the humidity and the way the humidity makes you feel. Does that make sense? So when you see 37.5 on the headwear, this would be what I would want to wear, because this is something I could wear at home because of where I'm at in my life. Does that make sense? I know we've talked about that before. But if you know someone right now that is just having personal summers like I am, you should be writing this down and ordering it for Christmas, because this is what I would want. I would want this in whatever colors they have. So I can tell you now, like just wearing it, I understand what they're saying about 37.5. I left this on here intentionally because I did not want to lose this. Because every single tag is going to have what's very special about the qualities in their fabric. So always look, whenever you're looking at the Christine Headwear and whenever you're showing this to your customers, make sure that you look for all the different qualities that each piece of headwear contains. Okay, so I want to show you, I had to save this for last because this is the piece that, I have to tell you a little story about my mom. I think we're going to go a little bit over, but I think we're okay. So my mom recently she had been really, really sick. And we had gone to the hospital to pick her up, me and my sister. And we knew that she really didn't feel like wearing her wig at the time, which is really surprising for my mom Bella, but she didn't. So when we were at the lobby at the hospital, they're really strict to this day, but we weren't able to go see her or anything, so we had to wait in the lobby to pick her up. And we were sitting there kind of just waiting, thinking, how are we going to know it's her, or how do we know? We didn't want to miss, but at the same time we couldn't just be doing this. And we saw a lady in a wheelchair, and we were just really surprised because we saw this beautiful lady with this really big eyewear. Like, she looked like Hollywood. And we were just dumbfounded because my mom doesn't ever wear headwear like that. But this lady looked so glamorous, and we just thought, we looked at each other, me and my sister, and we go, oh my goodness, she looks so glamorous. And then I told my sister, that has to be her. And my sister's like, no, I don't think that's her. I said, it has to be her. I recognize the headwear. And had we not seen the headwear, we would have just missed her. But she was wearing this with something like from Christine Headwear with this big Hollywood eyewear. And you talk about glamorous. But we didn't recognize her, which was exactly what she wanted. But let me just tell you, it's beautiful. I wish you could feel this. I'm going to show you this. It's like braided here. I love the pattern. This is like velour. And I'll have this information for you. This is the Scarlet boho turban set. I mean, look at how I would feel comfortable working in this. And I think you would feel comfortable if I was helping you. This is beautiful. This is a beautiful gift. I love this. This would be a gift that I would want. And let me just show you something else that I didn't know. This you can use with your other turbans. Or you could use it with your hairstyles, and then you could definitely use this on its own. And again, I left the tags on here for a reason. I know I could have taken them off, but I just want to show you how presentation's always very, very important in everything that we do, especially when you're showing your customers about the line. Everything is just so beautiful. The packaging is really, really nice. These come in beautiful packages. So if you wanted to give this just as a gift on its own, great choice for the holidays. So again, I wanted to save some of that for last because I didn't want to forget. This is my sister's choice. This is going to be from the CareTech Bamboo Collection. And I wanted to show you this one too. This is Karuna. Let me do it this way. I think this is the one that I wear. I think this is the very first one that I bought I purchased at a show. But and this has wire in it. Hi everyone, if you just joined, we are talking Christine Headwear today. This is luxury headwear. This is like, how do I even put it? There are no words. You just have to get some for yourself. If you are a wig shop, wig studio, this is definitely something that you have to have. This is a must. And again, I'm a little bit heavier in my face right now. Could it have been all the cake I ate during COVID? Okay, so I'm going to put this part, I'm going to bring it to the side here. This is something I learned from Mia. She's from Christine Headwear. She does like the little part here so that it kind of changes. You're not so round in the face here. We're kind of bringing the angle up here. Of course, this is how I would choose to wear it. I know it's a little bit more dramatic, but then that's me and I just love it. So let me show you what I love about this particular turban. This too is detachable. So if you wanted to wear this and layer it with another piece, that option is available for you. Okay, so I hope that you've enjoyed all the different selections. Oh, I do need to show you really quickly.
Don't forget your giveaway.
They also have a sun collection. Okay, I have to go over this really quickly because I know this is more, you know, some of us where we live, it doesn't really get super cold. So wherever you're at, this may be perfect for you right now. These are wonderful when you're walking. This is not just your everyday hat. This has excellent protection. 50 plus. I'll let you read all that. If you go to René Paris, you can read about all the extensive information on their technology. But these are just beautiful pieces. Again, available in colors that are going to suit all skin tones. And this, you can just tie back here. And what I like about this is this was designed, you know, baseball caps are really hard here. This is really soft. And this was designed to fall a little bit lower here so that it would protect your eyes. So that's something that I just think is beautiful in this particular piece. This is from the Sunwear, and please remember that they also have linen, the linen collection, and they have a children's line. So I'm going to just show you really quickly one piece from the children's collection. This is adorable. This is just so adorable. This is bamboo. This is just great. Of course I can't demonstrate this, but just beautiful. You know, just for an accessory to just adorn a child so that, you know, a lot of children, they may not want to wear a wig, but they do want to wear just something fun. Something fun and something comfortable. Very, very, again, these are all very soothing to the skin. And please remember all the different qualities that Christine Headwear takes so much time to, like I said, it's just beautiful fabric, and they do take a lot of time, research, and a lot of time to design their different lines. So please, if you want more information, go to reneparis.com. And I wanted to end off with how I made a really fast headband wig, because I can find some headband wigs, but I couldn't find exactly the color or the length that I wanted. So I'm going to take my Angelica, and I'm going to just put it, as I would, on the hairline. I'm going to kind of pull this all back here. And then I'm going to take my cheetah headband from Christine Headwear. And without any sewing at all, I've got my headband wig for the weekend. And I don't have to worry about it just being one specific wig. With the headband, I can change my look. So this is just really fun. This is just so vogue to me. I remember looking at my mom Bella when I was a little girl, and she would do this, and I would think, I can't wait till I'm old enough to have my hair like hers. But again, this is the cheetah band. This is available in over 10 colors. So I hope you enjoyed our live today. It was really fun, and I hope you really do go out and get some Christine Headwear. So I hope you have a wonderful afternoon, and thank you for joining us today. We will see you next week. And if you would like, you can always join me on my personal Instagram at Texas Wig Fairy. Bye now.